Every time my heart feels heavy, it always takes me back to this one surah in the Quran. I don't know why, but somehow it always leads me back to this one surah. Today I woke up with a heavy heart, and of course I had to recite Surah Ar-Rahman because that's where my heart always leads me whenever it feels heavy. It's almost like returning home after a difficult day. And every time I read the surah, I start reciting that surah. Halfway through it, I start crying my eyes out. And it's different every time, but today especially, what really got me is that first verse where Allah starts asking, which one of your Lord's blessing will you deny? And I don't know, I never thought about it before, but today I had to really stop and ask myself, why is it that every time my heart is heavy, this is the one surah that I always want to recite? Why this surah? Out of all of the other surah from the Quran, why this particular one? And why is it that every time I recite this surah, all of a sudden I feel better after reciting it? Almost like it brings me peace. After reflecting on it, I think the reason why my heart always leads me back to this surah when it feels heavy is because, first of all, the name of itself is just so inviting. Ar-Rahman, the most merciful. It makes me feel so safe to just be vulnerable, to be myself, and it kind of makes me feel like no matter the size of my problems, no matter the weight of my sin, no matter whatever I may be going through in that moment, Allah's mercy, because of the name Ar-Rahman, Allah's mercy is above all of it, and therefore it just humbles me and just makes me feel so secure. And that one verse that keeps repeating over and over again, it's almost like Allah is gently reminding me that I should not let the weight of my current problems, the weight of my current worries, I should not let it overpower all of the blessings that Allah has already placed into my life and all of the other blessings that He has promised me as a believer in the hereafter. While I'm reciting this surah, my focus shifts from the size of my problems to the vastness of Allah's mercy. And suddenly I am reminded that Allah is the one who writes my story, and that in itself, even though I may not know how that story will unfold, the fact that I'm reminded that Allah is the one writing it just brings me so much peace. I find peace not because my problems are all gone all of a sudden, but because my heart remembers that they are now in the care of Ar-Rahman. I'm not saying you would experience this surah the same way that I do, but I'm inviting you to experience what it feels like to bring a heavy heart to the one who called himself Ar-Rahman.